for what we've seen in the past from Bayonetta's, but looks like it's going to be small battlefield. With
Slightly better, slightly better.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I like it a little bit for Bayo. I mean, the smaller blast zones, you're going to get a lot more potential for kill. I mean, it does benefit Mario a little bit. Not quite as much like PS2 does. Obviously, those platform placements help him out a lot on that stage. But I think this is probably a fine starter for the two characters on screen right now.
100%. Let's get it right now. Already having a very good lead, and this is one of the things Mario does like to fight on the ground, has good aerials, but Bayonetta lives in the air. Can always anti-air, can always catch jumps. What's one of the things that she's most known for. So one up tilt here at the ledge could potentially be Curtains. Witch Twist combo all the way up there as well with the smaller blastings like you mentioned. Can make those kills happen earlier. Gets a snipe with the fireball, but still has access to a ton of resources.
The Geist almost closing out with that back air. Not going to hit it quite yet. The gun boots not going to hit either. Kurama trying to fight back on stage. Now he holds the favorable position. Geist fighting his way back in there. Holding down center. Back here sends Kurama off yet again. Has to make it back. Geist gets a grab. Catches the neutral get up. Forward throw. Still not going to kill just yet.
The way that Geist was positioning himself to set up for that grab, just to kind of confuse Kurama a little bit when it comes to the ledge trapping. Very excellent work. Doesn't get the kill. Unfortunately, not rewarded for that. A little bit of a mix-up. Still looking very good right here, though. You're going to want to start, you know, finding these openings right now for Kurama, falling up there. It's so committal, though, against someone who's very good at anti-airing. But that's exactly a good way to start. Mario does like the ground a little bit more than Bayo does, so those down tilt scoops are going to be more than enough, too.
That's right. And Mario with Rage can just catch that. Just a little too far away for that down tilt to connect.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, yeah, Max Rage Mario up smash, again, on the ground, right where he likes it. Great defensive options and can continue to push the envelope right here. But just like we mentioned, Geist lives in the air, can get so much value out of that and just ties it up very, very close. Both players just... It's all about the hands right now.
Yeah,
sure.
The hands and the feet. You can't forget about that. And in Bayo's case, the hair. Ooh, almost getting something there, but Kurama choosing the right defensive option to get out of that situation. You're going to get hit by it again, though. At some point, you're just going to be stuck in the air in that Bayo combo, no matter what percent you're at. So just be wary of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, the rich get richer. Mario, he's like, oh, I didn't get a kill off of my 10 up airs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Looking very good right there. Continuing to now push. We saw that hot start from Geist and Kurama kind of reeling himself back in, continuing to push the onslaught, and already now has kind of a lead for himself. We saw those witch twists, and we saw the very low ABKs right there. Unfortunately, not good enough to hit the mark, and Kurama's just going to punish that all day. Out of shield options on fleek.
On fleek is correct. Finally makes it back to stage. Waits for the roll again and is rewarded for it both times. That time with the stock, only 21% on Geist. Going into the last stock of game one, Kurama already forcing him off stage though, trying to widen that gap a little bit more. Wants to fight his way back in here. Has the lead, but really 48% in this matchup. Doesn't feel like a whole lot until you get hit by this ladder combo, and all of a sudden, fakest kill screen of the game. You're 81.
That's right. Might be faker than some of your friends back in middle school.
Yup.
But Geist is definitely doing such a good job though. But even with small battlefield, still like you said, fake kill screen. But we're starting to see the combos kind of come out a little bit more. Man, this is looking really, really even. Both players have been unwilling to give the other person a lead for a very long time. But those jump side Bs, unfortunately, can be a little bit of an issue. Right now at 105, one unsafe move on the Mario shield, and Kurama might close this out. But wow. Maybe Nair, trying to catch a Nair or something like that, yeah.
A lot of Marios do like to just pop a Nair or like maybe a down air or something just to catch him slipping a little bit. So I like the idea from Geist, but Kurama's patience is going to get rewarded. That was a very crazy situation. Oh my gosh. All the way off stage. They're both going to just take their time to get back. The up B catches him out of shield, and now Geist holds the advantage. Kurama sneaks his way back on, catches the back air, goes high to avoid, gets caught in the witch time, doesn't matter. He's on ledge. Is Geist too low? No, he's not. It's Bayo.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the punish that he wanted. And even the back air across stage, we're starting to get to, that arthritis factor that Bayonetta oh so well has. Are we going to get something here? No. Maybe another 10-15% before that forward throw starts killing.
Yeah.
Got to be careful here, though. One bad move, and it's the end of game one for either one of these players. This is so close. Both players are very, man, they're so patient. They're just kind of running around each other.
And you're starting to see like the classic Mario main, like up smash, just very safe if you're far enough away. Footstool. Kurama's gonna get hit for it though. Try the 50 guard option. Catch. That was techable at 180. That's so crazy. Kurama has lived so much ridiculous stuff. Another up smash. Geist ready for it.
And I would like to see potentially, you know, an anti-air from Kurama, but at this point, man, it's so close. One mistake, man, this is so tense. 1:40 left. Not gonna pull the trigger on a big commitment right there. That's potentially gonna do it. The down throw more than enough. And man, after a well-deserved start from Geist, was able to reap the benefits of his labor taking that first game.
Rare footage of Mario up smash not being safe from positioning on stage. I'm so used to seeing Mario's in a position where they can't get punished for it, but Kurama just a little bit too close. Geist was able to get that grab and get that stock to get game one.
Man, looking so good, and man, just the way that, I mean, it's what a heater to start off this top 8. You know, both players very much adamant on just being aggressive to each other, trying to push each other to make those mistakes, and then when they refuse to not approach, then you just get this moment of tension, which is much different than, you know, some of the other top characters in this game who are like, play defensively, but this is like a little bit more like you could see the micro spacing, you can see the small little pivots from both characters trying to find the right positions to make some magic happen. Gonna be switching over to Hollow Bastion for this game number 2. Kurama not too far behind, just needs to capitalize when he has those moments for sure.
100%. The guy's already capitalizing pretty big right now. Has him off stage. Has a really good position. Oh, I think he low-key saved him with that up B. He was a little too far away, but Geist, maybe he didn't save him. Maybe he just thinks he wasn't done with him yet. Just keep the damage coming.
Sometimes those magnet hands come all the way from the netherworld, and sometimes you're right in front of the ledge and you don't grab ledge. It's so weird. And those interruptions are exactly what you mentioned earlier, man. It's going to be something that, you know, Kurama's going to mix up every now and then, you know, and Geist obviously maybe not trying to pull the trigger on that witch time so far away. But now, kind of the situation where Kurama's kind of on the back foot now, where he's kind of dancing in and out of Bayo's burst range, trying to find these openings to get these hits, to get these openings, because Geist has been doing so well. It's 2 games in a row where he finds such a big opening, and now his kill percents right here up till the bear doesn't get the strong hitbox, unfortunately.
And now you're kind of in that Marthritis range if you're Geist too, like you were talking about earlier. At 157, not a lot you can confirm into, and your kill throws aren't quite online yet, so it's going to be a little bit harder for Geist to get this kill. Now jab might be enough to do it. No, great DI from Kurama. Has to find his way back to stage and has to find a few more hits on Geist.
Oh,
Rage does a lot. Which, okay, there we go. Bats Within. Saving Geist's life.
If Bats Within didn't exist, that was a dead Bayo probably.
Genuinely, yeah. One of the few times the Smash 4 works in this game.
Yeah, 100%. So, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Especially Kurama has brought it all the way back. We saw earlier kind of getting flashbacks from game number 1, where a little bit aggressive on the heel slide, more than enough to get these up smashes with max rage. A little stale though. I think that first one would have connected if it was around the same percent right here. 207 though. One big hit right here. You see the up smashes coming out. Kurama is resilient, if not one other thing. But gonna have to find another opening here. Back throw will do it with max rage as well. So the options are plentiful right now, but we just need to see that one slip up from Geist.
And one slip up is correct, but it's only a matter if he's going to give it up because he's playing so calm and patient. Low key, that was it if he just grabbed the wrong way. Kurama not ready for it. Fork throw will kill at that percentage, but he's taken 137 because he saved him earlier, and he had to play so much longer. We could be playing talking about a very different match right now, Oscar.
Especially because, you know, normally when we see that first stock, you know, taking 2 minutes to get it takes 2 minutes to lose that first stock, and oftentimes if you get like a really unfortunate stock at the start of the game, then the momentum shifts in that direction where it's way more lopsided. But right now, it's kind of just a war of attrition right here for Geist. Getting hits, not overcommitting after set hits, and it's just getting rewarded for a lot of that. So we could potentially see maybe some coast-to-coast action in the air right here, just like that. We're getting started, unfortunately. Maybe the SDI, maybe the Rage, all playing a little bit of a factor here.
Starting something, using every resource just to stay off stage a little bit longer, keep Kurama guessing. You know, a lot of pressure is put on the ledge trapper when they're not on stage already. You know, you take all that time, they give them all opportunities to second guess themselves.
Oh man, that was a great catch.
Yeah, nothing to second guess about that back air. Kurama cleaning up that stock at 73. But he's lived past 200 like twice so far this set, so 73 in the context of this matchup might be peanuts.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, especially because both characters are so able to just rack up some damage for each other, against each other. Definitely something that Kurama is very, very good at. Continuing to have the onslaught right there, and again, the nairs that you're mentioning earlier, it's just becoming a factor where it's just breaking the combo and just giving Kurama enough space in order to make it back to the ledge and reset neutral. So looking very strong right here. This is the moment, but man, that's within doing such a good job. I feel like, oh my god, that's scary for a second.
Genuinely, yeah. Seeing that up air right there, it's always just, you get put in the mini game a little bit.
Yeah,
if you're the other player.
Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna, are you gonna jump? Are you gonna air dodge? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, right.
100%.
Yeah, Geist wins the mini game that time. 10 coins to Geist.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and holding on to your stock as well. Again, just another war of attrition, like you were mentioning. Finally catching that back air.
Yeah, I mean that situation was a little interesting just because like I feel like we haven't seen Kurama give up, defensive options where Geist is able to find those up tilts. So was able to connect it right there. And yeah, like you said, like, we normally have not, we normally don't get to see stocks, take this long to be taken away. I mean, this is, potentially timeout territory, if you're Geist, if you're willing to, try to just shoot your shot and go for it. But man, Kurama just keeping it nice and even. And at this point, it's like, do you go, 100% all in, pedal to the metal, or are you going to slow it down? Are you going to empty hop a lot more, try to mix up, try to fake out your opponent?
Yeah, a little bit of both right now coming out from Geist. Has Kurama at 110, Geist only at 2. If he wanted to time him out, not a horrible position to do it. He's got to be a little bit careful. Throw out those kill moves, just pressure your opponent a little bit. Maybe not quite as aggressive as you have been the rest of the set.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like that, continuing to, fade in and out with the movement, I think that might be exactly what Geist is going to be trying to do. Has no reason to push right here. Kurama trying to find the spots, gets the up tilt bair yet again, not going to get a kill, and burns the jump early. Geist out there trying to see if Kurama will bite. No one home for anything off stage, though. Kurama able to make it back. Man, that's so scary. Just one up tilt, kind of like Smash 4, but the back air, all reliable, still not going to do it. More false finishes coming our way. 1 minute left as well. Can Kurama find time to capitalize? Can he find the opening? Can he find the agency to even find this opening in order to try to push maybe a comeback win? We saw him do these in the crew battles earlier. Can he make lightning strike twice right now? It is so close, but so tense and also so far away right now for Kurama.
It's so far away, but what's not far away is the end of that timer. We're 40 seconds away, so if he's going to find the time to get this stock, he needs to do it right now.
Man, it's just using the flood, trying to push him away. One falling up air here with this rage could potentially do it. The back air to catch the air dodge, very great awareness, and just like that, Geist's consistency is proving time and time again as he puts himself on the board right now against Kurama. 2-0, one more for a guaranteed top 3 finish here.
Yeah, and that's just a really good thing about his consistency. I was looking at his page earlier on Smashers app. He has not gone to a lot of tournaments in the last couple months, but among those, it's a first place finish at Smash Hit, a D tier back at his home in Columbus, and 9th at Afterburner. So very consistent placements for not competing super often, which you love to see from someone who's been seen as long as Geist.
100%. We talked about it earlier, right? We were like, at these smaller events, always pushing that top 8, always pushing that top 3 territory. At these majors, always pushing that top 12, top 16. So potentially continuing to just add his name to the record books right here. Could potentially shut out Kurama, one of the heavy hitters. I believe the 2 seed of the whole tournament, man. We've seen the 1st seed, we've seen the 3rd seed come out. Potentially, the 2nd seed could also be dropping to losers. And Geist, one of those players, like we said, consistent, but in my opinion, definitely slept on a little bit more. And right now, he's showing, that he's not to be trifled with. He's not to be, doubted at all. Definitely making it work. And once again, just starting off so hot every single game. It's making such a difference right now.
Just a little off. Geist wins the minigame again. Another 10 coins going for that bonus star. That's a wonderful defensive play coming up from Geist. Although we are at pretty much a dead heat percentage-wise, and he's really low, out of resources. Great play on stage from Kurama, forcing Geist to use everything off stage. Not able to make it back.
Yeah, at the beginning of game 1, we saw that fireball snipe, but we had guys full of resources. That time around, it was stalling a little bit too much and accidentally gets caught with the fireball, not working out. That should be a kill.
Yeah.
Excellent work right there. You have all the time in the world. The self alley-oop right there. Great stuff. And again, both players doing such a good job at keeping each other on their toes, not letting the lead get too far out of hand. That's why it's been so close. The score says otherwise, but it's been back and forth, neck and neck every single game.
Ooh, chasing him down. That's what we were talking about earlier. Kurama just loves holding forward, chasing you down, getting those strings, but Geist is the one getting out of that situation in advantage, chasing him all the way down. Not going to kill him, but the idea was certainly there. Both these players so aggressive. Don't let the timer at the end of all these games fool you. They've just been at each other's throats the whole time. Sometimes it just takes a while to get there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, both of these characters, like, I feel like both of these characters have potential to just blow things out of proportion. So both characters additionally have to nickel and dime, have to play it a lot safer because they know if they overcommit, they're going to get blown up. Bayo does it in the air, Mario does it in the form of down air, up smash.
Yeah, it's very paradoxical.
Just like
then
that.
Down air too, yeah. Great catch there from Kurama, and this is kind of the opposite of those first two games. Geist already down 2 stocks, and we're just barely 3 minutes into the match.
Yeah, absolutely. A much more, a little bit more shaky defensively from both ends. I feel like both players have just been, now it's been more about the offense as opposed to the defense. Both players are willing to overcommit a little bit, find those great openings, and that's more than enough right now. Kurama benefiting more from that, has the rage available to potentially make some magic happen. You can definitely see a max range ladder combo, even on Hollow. All it takes is just one move on that platform, but Geist not denied, still so close. We said, man, these stocks have been flying, but Geist still finds himself in a scenario to get the shutout.
Yeah, and that's just a good thing. I mean, earlier in the set, it took Geist a long time to get those stocks off Kurama, but as it's progressed, he has been getting a lot more consistent at taking them before 200%, which is how you win the set. So hopefully one more of those if you're Geist. Kurama wants to avoid it for as long as he can, but just like that, Geist has stolen the lead back and continues that combo. Kurama at 80%. Just a few more interactions away from getting sent down to losers while Geist enjoys a top 3 spot.
100%, and I feel like the stage also, like just winning that game number 1 on small battlefield, and then probably denying the option of like PS2 and Battlefield to not give Kurama enough options to retreat. You can't DI to a platform. You only got this one in the middle, or you can go to ledge, but then you're just getting ledge trapped by me. So Mario a little stubby. Sometimes we see that lack of range really come back to bite him, and right now we're starting to see that a little bit more, especially because most of the time he has to be in the air. He has to come in with a landing there, a falling up air. But Geist doing such a good job at anti-airing and almost rewarded right now. Potentially the game and the set right there for the taking, but Kurama says, I won't be denied, still powering through.
Ooh, creative options get back to the ledge. Picking aggressive options to make it back, but different either way. Regardless, though, the result remains the same, and Geist moves on to winners finals of Helheim.
That is insane, and it's just the way that it was methodical. It was not slow, but it was